Our Saviour has arrived by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Chapter 8. Never taught a true knowledge of God. You, who have been here in America for 400 years, have never been taught a true knowledge of self, God, and His religion, Islam. As long as you are without such essential knowledge, which is the key of salvation, freedom, justice, and equality, you are not free. It is true that the truth shall make the lost and found members of the tribe of Shabazz, the so-called Negroes, free. John, chapter 8, verse 32. But they have never known what the truth it was that shall make them free. That truth comes to us at the end of the Caucasian world. The end has come, and Allah has also come to make manifest this hidden truth to us, the Black nation of the earth, and first to the lost members of that nation. According to the Bible and Holy Quran Sharif, it is the divine purpose of Allah to make known this hidden truth that shall make the Black nation free. A thorough knowledge of our own history and the history of the white race has been kept from the ears of the Black people of America, who were enslaved by their enemies and the enemies of all dark people the world over. The so-called Negro's problem of getting the truth is very hard, but the hardest problem to solve is getting them to believe it after getting it in their ears. This is due to their being brought up solely under the teachings of their enemies. Black people are schooled 100% in the fear of their enemies and the enemy's own fixed religion called Christianity, with the name of Prophet Jesus on it, in order to make them believe that it came from Jesus. But their enemy's own translation of the Bible omitted the mentioning of any of the prophets' religions by name. On the other hand, the Holy Quran teaches us that the prophet's religion was none other than Islam, the religion of peace. Shall we accept the scholars of the white race to teach us the knowledge of our God and history, which has no birth record, while they themselves were made by one of our own gods only 6,000 years ago? Let us give praise for the coming of our God, Allah, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, and whom our enemies persecuted and ordered out of the country. His power they cannot persecute and drive out. Neither persecution, evil spoken, nor death will stop this truth that shall make you free, which I have received from the very mouth of Allah God. For it is time that the dead, so-called Negroes, should know the truth and accept their own place among their own kind in the holy nation of Islam. This is the time. There never will be any peace among the nations of earth until the so-called Negroes have heard the truth, and those who accept it are separated and placed in the paradise of their God, Allah. The so-called American Negroes, with their God, Allah, shall become the universal rulers, believe it or not. They can do it now if they will quit this slavery religion called Christianity. No black people who accept Christianity will ever be free. You automatically become the servant of the white race and not of God upon accepting their religion. The so-called Negroes, with their leaders, should come out of it into their own religion, but they cannot until they first have a thorough knowledge of self and others. Purchase the books, CDs, and DVDs of the life-giving teachings at store.finalcall.com. Listen to the messages of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan 24/7 at finalcallradio.com. Watch the Nation of Islam's weekly and live broadcasts at NOI.org.